Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Semi-Perfect Podcast. It's August, it's the 12th, and it's frickin' hot, at least over here. Nora said, my parents are
How
lawyers.
hot is it?
Smoking.
Yeah, super smoking over here.
In fact, we have a fire that's in our vicinity,
no.
but
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really out of the ordinary for California.
Sarah loves it.
Another day, another brush fire.
This one's moving pretty fast. Like,
Yeah.
it went from
an hour and a half. It's gotten to
1,600.
Yeah.
Or no, 6,500.
6,500.
Shit.
Yeah. Acres.
Yeah. It's hot. Or I mean, it's big.
It's big.
And hot. Just like Saberspark. Yeah. So welcome in everybody to our Semi-Perfect Podcast, our podcast that we do every other week. Before we get going, just wanted to give a shout out. I know the POS podcast, you guys had a really big podcast a couple days ago. So congrats on that and all that. I tuned in for some of it. So, I mean, you guys said it. You had the gang back together. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, we had Jim come back on for a while.
Nice.
So you knew it was special. But, yeah. So I just wanted to throw a quick congrats your guys' way for that. But yeah, we're the Semi-Perfect Podcast. We'll be discussing a couple things, some pony-related, mini off-topic. As Sarah posted on our preview for the show.
Mm-hmm.
How did you word it, Sarah?
We'll talk about whatever pops into Saberspark's galaxy brain.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
More of a universe than a galaxy, but it's fine.
So I've whoa!
Oh, Missy!
Whoa! Missy shows up, doesn't even let things air out. Missy in here with the super chat. Congrats on having the.
So this is really disappointing. Missy stepped down. It's not 6 digits anymore. It's just 4. Or 5. It was. It's not 5. It's
6
5.
digits. Like that would be lying.
Saberspark knows numbers.
Yeah, that's right. No, let's push for the 6th digit next time, Missy. You can hit that 6th digit number. I know. No,
Come on, Missy. Stop slacking.
Big thank you to Missy. Always super generous and super supportive of our podcast here. So a huge shout out.
Misty was actually over at the POS podcast earlier this week.
Well, now we know where the penny went.
Just a singular penny.
So I personally have like to think that Missy like runs like Missy is like a mafia godfather, and it's like patting a kitty, listening to some Italian chef being like, "Oh, she killed my daughter," and it's like, "I'll help you, but I must give $99 to the Semi-Perfect Podcast first."
There's some kind of mafia agreement that we actually aren't aware of. It's like, wait, I thought this was...
there has to be a Godfather like parody where they're like at the Olive Garden with like the window with the the music.
This is on the phone app. That's why it comes up as $99.99. Because like for some reason on the phone you can only do like super chats in those like amounts. Where it's, $1.99 or $5.99 or $99.99 or whatever. You can't get just like a specific dollar amount. It always has to be a $.99 at the end if you're on the phone app.
Huh.
If you're on the website, it's fine. But yeah.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
YouTube's dumb.
Well, speaking of Olive Garden, why don't we jump right into our food posts that we love to do? If you're new, food posts. We always
going
love
to talk about Sonic.
You're paid off.
No, not Sonic. We love to see what you're eating or what you ate. We just love to see food. Show off your food. Sarah's putting this all together. We still haven't set up our monitors to where she doesn't have to turn 180 degrees around because of our Ready Player Dumb setup. For those that don't know, Sarah and I run a gaming channel. So we've been doing all that stuff lately. And I know Sarah's been very busy with it. All right. So, Saber, you mentioned this one. Nathaniel, do you want to take the first food post, Saber?
Yeah, let's do it. Nathaniel is saying, quote, I had a ham and chicken sandwich topped with spicy strawberry jam, hoisin sauce. How do you say that? How do you all say that? Or am I...
What
It's
is
hoisin
it?
sauce, I believe.
Hoisin. Okay, interesting.
But
I'm
spelled differently.
I'm gonna double back
I
though on the,
I think Gordon
the
Ramsay says
spicy strawberry jam.
Wow.
That's different.
That's the
Because it
Look at
looks
that.
like... Huh.
Spicy strawberry. Wow, what a starter.
Yeah.
It
It
sounds
looks good.
lovely.
Hey,
Yeah.
Matt.
Hi.
What
What's
would
up?
it taste like though? Is it... Huh. All right.
Well, it tastes like spicy and strawberries. A
All
little
Like
bit of tartness, a little bit.
With tots and pepper jack. So
Yeah,
there's a
why
whole bunch
not?
of spice going on in this.
That sounds
Uh,
great.
I wonder if spicy strawberry jam is anything like, I think I've had jalapeno
Jelly.
jelly. Is that what it's called? Jalapeno
Generally,
jelly?
yes.
Yeah. I remember someone's like, hey, try this. And I was like, this seems wrong.
But so right.
It wasn't bad. I just don't remember if it was good. Yeah. What a starter. Nice work, Nathaniel. Dang, setting the bar high. What is hoisin or hosen or whatever that what is that?
I'm copy pasting it right now.
Big saber.
No, go for it. I want to see what you have to say. Or unless you want me to just do a quick... I mean, I have it when we read it.
Yeah, go ahead and do it quickly. You'll probably be more accurate than I would.
Hoisin sauce is a thick, fragrant sauce commonly used in Chinese cuisine. That's where I heard it. As a glaze for meat, in addition to stir fries, or as dipping sauce. It's darkly colored in appearance and sweet and salty in taste. Although regional variants exist, hoisin sauce it usually includes soybeans, fennel, red chili peppers, and garlic.
Is this that stuff that we see at Payway?
Maybe. I don't know.
Or
Probably.
maybe
It's
that
either the soy
It-
sauce or ponzu sauce, I think.
It's a fairly common sauce
Okay.
in like Chinese or Asian cooking.
What
I've
a
probably had it before without knowing it.
what a sandwich. That is one of the most like
Intriguing sandwiches.
I mean like my gosh. Like you know what I had today? I had 2 bagels and some turkey in the middle of it and that was it. So
Could I put a little spinach in there?
yeah, but spinach is healthy. Princess Deadpool with us food. I'm like, what are these called again? Food post says, "Hey, you guys," or properly to do it like Sloth from the Goonies.
Hey, you guys.
Thank you. I'm stuck at work doing a 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. shift tonight.
Damn.
So I brought a leftover pork chop with me for lunch/dinner break. Hope you guys have a fun time, and I'll see you at the next one.
That looks good.
So, funny story about Princess Deadpool. I don't know if some people realize, like obviously anyone that like knows Princess Deadpool knows this, but I've been going on another nostalgia trip. I've been deprived, as we all have, of conventions. So I've been going through and watching all of them and kind of further documenting a lot of the details within them. And I was watching the concert from the first Equestria LA 2012.
Yeah.
And there's Princess Deadpool in the front of that might have been before Princess Deadpool was Princess Deadpool. I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, front row. You've been around. So
Yeah.
I got a kick out of that. Like, there you are.
All right, we got Nikki D. Got some snacks, but I got to do some cleaning at work, though. after my
Nice.
Perfect pod.
I love the photo. Yo,
Staying
taking
safe.
pictures. Love it.
Love the mask.
Yeah, it's cute.
All right, we got Taylor. Says, evening, semi-perfect podcast crew. Having some spicy tuna rolls with wasabi for the podcast this evening.
Nice.
Score.
Man, tuna's so good. Isn't tuna going extinct though?
No.
There's like a species, like a very specific species of tuna that's endangered, but not like all tuna.
I watched this animal documentary with Paleo where it showed like fishermen go. I think it's a yellowfin tuna you were mentioning, hun, and like
sounds
how because apparently those fish are like worth tens of thousands of dollars alone if you get them.
Might be bluefin.
And I'm very certain it's yellowfin because I remember seeing it. But it's so funny because the orcas in the area got so used to the humans hunting the yellowfin in these areas that they'll wait for the humans to hook the tuna and then eat the tuna on the way up when they're reeling them in. And the fishermen are like, these fucking orcas, we can't even kill them because it's against the law. So the orcas are like, ha ha ha! Thanks for the fish, idiot. That was a really tasty $10,000. Thanks for the $10,000 fish, idiot, and swims away.
I just
they're like they're slapping the water with paddles. The orcas are like, oh, scared.
Salutes with a fin and off it swims.
Oh my God.
It's pretty funny.
I just hope that like they straight up are like the dialogue is 100% accurate. Like the whales are legitimately just like idiot.
You fucking nerds.
Who's the apex predator now, bitch? It swims away.
They sound so sweet, but really they're so salty.
That's what you get for locking up. That's what you get for locking up Shamu and they swim away.
Paleo's got a food post.
Oh, let me see those
Paleo
kitties.
says, here's some cookies and fruit snacks for the Semi-Perfect podcast. Also pictures of my cats. Cute.
Paleo
That all rhymed, by the way.
Oh, Hirosashii.
Oh my God.
Hello.
I love that this cat is just wedged between, like, such a thin layer of cushions.
Oh yeah, you should have seen Patches earlier. He had like his whole head in there.
Oh my God, what a dork.
And Patches is grown up.
I just want
Yeah, he's growing up and he's gonna get neutered in a couple weeks.
Oh.
So before the next podcast, he'll be neutered.
Does he know?
No, he doesn't know
Yes,
yet.
he's all the wiser. Here's some cookies and fruit snacks for the Semi-Perfect podcast. Also pictures of my cats.
Oh my
Why
God.
you rhyming so much?
Oh my gosh, a poet. Nora says, yo, Semi-Perfect podcast had a super duper slow day of work on the beach today, again. Having some cake and chilling with my new zombie Lady Gaga doll. Whoa, I love her so much. Paws up, born this way. Oh, and love you and miss you guys. Sending y'all hugs and kisses.
Nice to see they're keeping up with that Monster High thing. Sarah, you followed that for a bit way back when, didn't you?
It was not Monster High. It was
No.
She just got high.
It was Ever After High or something like that. With like more of like fantasy book characters.
Huh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, it looks interesting. Zombie Lady Gaga.
Zombie Gaga.
Whew. Cool.
Nice. And then our next food post. Oh, Dawson says, this is my dad's popcorn maker. I don't eat popcorn very often, unfortunately.
Nice.
I want
You might now that you have the proper popper.
Maker.
I want a popcorn maker.
Microwave's just fine.
Mr. Rockefeller over here wants a popcorn maker.
Apparently they're like a pain in the ass to clean because it's like you have to get all the stuff disassembled to be able to, take it apart, put it in the sink. Just
Funny
like,
enough, I could actually confirm this because
That's why you never clean it.
I used to work as a mentor at
Oh no.
at my community college, and there was a time where we had like a fair type of thing that I was always in charge of, like the fun events, and unfortunately the budget went away for fun, so whatever. But anyways, we had a popcorn maker like this, and my God, like the oil and grease like gets into places on this thing, like everywhere. It's like on the ceiling, it's on the glass. Like you literally, at least the one we had, it took longer, I felt like, to clean this thing than it did to actually run the event.
Oh my God.
Good times.
I got Fritz Roll. Just moved into my new dorm last Monday to get ready for my sophomore year in college. Now I'm ready to just chillax with my banana and enjoy listening to my favorite peeps.
That is a banana.
It's a banana.
Man, I have no envy at all for you college kids going back to school right now. Like, good luck. And I don't mean that in a, like, good luck, but, like, sincerely, like, good luck.
Weird times.
Looks like a nifty dorm. nice setup there on the desk.
And then we have Drummer
Oh,
Shy.
God.
Says, "Is this a food? Is this food for thought, Saberspark?"
And it's Angel and the princess girl as
Charlie.
Charlie from Has Been as Family Guy characters.
I've seen this. I don't know where this started, but
Yeah, apparently there's a lot of Family Guy has been like redraws. It's pretty good.
Has Been was just announced that I guess are.
Oh my god, look at the replies. There's one of Tyrek, Chrysalis, and Cozy Glow.
It's probably under the.
oh my god.
Oh my god.
Good thing that wasn't. Good thing that wasn't porn. We got Void and Void says, "I'm late. Fried chicken, not homemade this time, and some water."
Nice. Chicken and water.
Sweet. We might have chicken.
Chicken and water. Oh. I'll have your. I will have your finest chicken and water. Thank you.
Alright, let's see if we missed anything.
I think we got it.
Yeah, got all of it.
So, let's go through. By the way, the one thing I always lose track of what order I typically do this stuff in. That's why this is all semi-perfect. But joining us here for today's podcast, we have Hirosashii,
Hello.
PaleoSteno,
Hi.
Laura,
Well, howdy.
PanamaMatt. Uh-oh.
Matthew?
We see it saying that you're talking, Matt. But we don't hear it. Didn't this happen to him like last time we were on Discord with him?
Uh-huh.
So
This happened last podcast.
yeah, maybe Matt can fix that. And Saberspark.
No.
Yeah, we got Toodles.
Hello.
And I'm ACRacebest. Thank you again for joining us here on the Semi-Perfect podcast. Yeah, so
If you ever wonder what order Race would go in to save people he loves most in his life, just look at how he rolls out introductions during the podcast where he works his way up to his favorite person.
myself.
Exactly.
Well, I can't
Saber,
save.
Toodles, and then ACRacebest.
Well, I can't save anyone else if I haven't saved myself. Isn't that what they say about something? You can't love someone else before you love yourself. So, I don't know. I'm here. Did Matt fix his mic? Did we get PanamaMatt back? Sarah?
I mean, yeah.
Hi, Matt.
It might have been that he was AFK.
I mean, I did get home 10 minutes after the podcast started, and I've just been, I thought I could sneak away. Clearly, I was wrong.
Well, let's start with you, Matt. How about you let us know, what have you been up to the last 2 weeks?
Since we're all on COVID time still, I can't really tell you what the last 2 weeks have been. But court has been getting back into session, beginning a lot more cases going forward, so business is going very well, which I'm pleased to say.
Good.
I'm glad those criminals are back at it again.
Oh, Saber, they never stopped. Went to the Aquarium of the Pacific over in Long Beach.
Oh, cool. That's a nice one.
Oh, yeah. They because our state has prevented indoor assembly, they had the outdoor exhibits open. They had a fairly well reduced price. You got to go see the penguins, the sea lions, the shark.
They have like a Ray
stingrays.
touch pool there, don't they?
They have several of them.
Yeah.
Unless you're on a sexual
Some
predator
guys.
list.
Yeah.
What, Saber?
Never mind. You beat me.
Is that what you were actually going to say?
No, but whatever I was going to say is not as good, as funny as yours. All right, so never mind. Go ahead. Or at least as obstructive. All right, go ahead.
No, keep going. I want to hear this finish. No. The aquarium was fun. Last weekend, I got out to a local area around town here. The restaurants have basically moved outside onto the street. They've closed down the streets, turned it into a whole pedestrian area, and it's really, really nice to be able to eat outside this time of year. Got to
Paleo sounding like he's trying to open a bag of chips inside of a quiet theater.
Oh, sorry.
That's Paleo for you.
That's what made.
Paleo's like, I got my little bag of chippy chips. I'm gonna open them.
No, they're fruit snacks,
I mean,
right?
I wasn't gonna say it. The show must go on after all.
That's what made A Quiet Place so hard. It was so hard in that
like,
movie.
Everyone's got their snacks.
Even even like popcorn. Like I was just like.
Okay, open them now.
Okay.
Oh,
Can you believe this guy hosts his own podcast? Jesus Christ.
Anything else, Matt?
No, I think honestly that probably hits the major points of the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I was actually able to get back out on a bike ride. I'm up to like 7 miles now. So it's really nice to get back to doing that, starting to fight some of the COVID weight.
That's good.
Oh yeah.
Probably good for your mental health too.
Yeah, getting outside is a lovely thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's not back to where it used to be, but it's definitely getting closer. And with that, I'll cede my time to the next person. But before I do,
So
Is this an ASMR channel now?
Okay. So, Matt. In addition to that, I heard that you and somebody else actually. It sounds like you picked up a gig as an announcer recently.
yes, indeed.
What's that all about?
Well, I will be announcing with Toodles at Irwindale Speedway at some point in the future.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So Tommy and I are going to be gone for an Irwindale weekend, and Tommy was like, we have to have Matt and Sarah do the announcing. Like,
you see, Tommy has a sixth sense of humor.
Of which these
he wants to make darn sure that the management of Irwindale knows exactly how good they have it with Tommy and Jeffrey.
Well, it doesn't help that Race and Tommy are both like, I mean, they never say die, ever. Like if there's an option that's like 1 in a million chance of it happening, Race and Tommy are like, well, we'll make it happen. Like,
Oh, is that a phrase? I thought you meant they literally never say the word die. I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine.
on religious grounds.
Hero, how have your last 2 weeks been?
Well, I haven't been on the podcast for like the past 2. So
How
like,
long? How have your last 2 years been?
Exactly.
Catch us
over
up. We've
time
got
it might be. So I ordered an arcade machine. I ordered a pump it up machine, and it took a really long time to get here because COVID was happening.
Yeah.
It was on its way. Bless the guy that I like bought it from. I was like, am I getting scammed because it took so long to get up here? He really tried to get it to me. Like he was 100% honest. The right company lost an entire arcade machine.
What?
They don't know where it is. And he was like, I am so, like, the guy who sold it to me is like, I'm so sorry. Here's a full refund. I was like, oh, so you're not scamming with it. Thank you. He was like, but know that I'm absolutely furious with this freight company. I'm like, yeah, I would be too. They just cost you $1,000.
Oh man.
So yeah, I don't get. Yes. So I guess I won't get my pump it up machine.
What is a pump it up machine?
You know what Dance Dance Evolution
Heroes.
Yes.
Never mind.
is? Yeah, like
I knew where you were going, Saber.
You're telling the truth too quickly. Pump It Up is Dance Dance Revolution, but with inner cardinal directions rather than cardinal directions. So there's a bunch of diagonals.
I love inner
And a center
cardinals directions.
Inner cardinals, yeah.
They're my
favorite bird.
directions.
But yeah, I wanted it because like COVID, keeps you inside, so it was a nice workout. But well,
Nice.
I'm not gonna order another one. That was just because I ordered it at the end of April. And I was like, this is just way too rough of a 3 months of like constantly checking in where my machine was. I'm not trying to do it again.
That sucks, though. No wonder you didn't come on the podcast. I'd be upset.
No. The reason I wasn't coming on the podcast is because I was raiding in Final Fantasy 14 like an freaking loot nerd.
Oh, in that case.
I was like, sorry, raiding.
Are you winning, son?
Sorry? Am I winning? Depends on the night. Depends on if I get smart people or not smart people. I'm eating cornflakes.
What is the spread currently? How often would you say the smart people exist?
Oh, don't do this. Oh, okay. So,
because I play a few online games with other players too, and I know my ratios.
See, the problem is in a raid you need 7 other people that are not you to also be smart and work together with you as a well-oiled machine, and that happens about 15% of the time. All things considered, people are really good at that game, but if like you have one bad cog in the system, then you're not gonna win. This is like at really high level content, by the way. So like easier stuff, it doesn't matter as much. But I'm doing like the hard stuff. So
we're talking like a Leroy Jenkins raid here.
Yes, exactly.
That was a conspiracy.
That was so long ago.
It was also a different game, but you know.
Yes. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. I'm playing Final Fantasy, lamenting the loss of my arcade machine, being happy that some random guy on Facebook still paid me back.
Oh yeah.
Like, really, thank you.
It's nice to see there's still honest people in the world.
Yes, it's nice.
Wow.
And that's all. That's what I've been up to. At least I had an update this time instead of working, which I also have been doing.
Yeah, too bad it wasn't a better for you update, but yeah, no, welcome back. So Laura, how have your last 2 weeks been?
Well, it's been longer than that, I think, but
you're just like
busy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's so the reason I really haven't been here is because with work, we got this project that they were like, hey, we want to, pay extra to get this expedited and get it done faster. So the way that's been happening is, myself and one other person basically got shifted from doing like the normal 9 to 5 type of thing to doing like 6:30 to 2:30, which is nice like in the afternoon because I get to go home and it's like 2:30 and it's like still middle of the afternoon. I have plenty of time, but like I'm also waking up at like 4:30 in the morning now. So we did that project and like we finished it and everything, and then like shortly after we finished it, it was like, oh yeah, so now like since you guys are already on that schedule, we're gonna do this other project where like we have to have somebody like check in on this thing every 12 hours, so we're gonna do 7 and 7. So you guys are already here early in the morning, so just keep doing that for a while. It's like, oh, okay. And then that is about to finish this week, and then like next week it's like, oh, this other client wants to do an expedited thing, so we're gonna have people here like pretty much all day every day, and it's like, you guys are gonna keep coming in the same time. Like,
they should get other people.
So yeah, it's for this foreseeable future. I'm still doing crazy early, but the way that I'm here now is because I came home from work at 2:30 and I took a nap until like 6:30, including obviously time that it took me to get home and shower and stuff. But it's I'm at least awake now. When we'll see how it goes when I have to go to sleep at 11 and wake up at 4:30. So
Oh man, don't envy it.
I'll be fine.
Are you a fan of the schedule?
Honestly, I kind of like it.
Okay.
Because it's like I like to do things like first thing in the morning anyway, so it's kind of nice to have that be done and then have the rest of the day to just kind of relax. And I also like kind of like being the first person there because it gives me kind of like time to organize my stuff and like figure out what I want to do without feeling pressured.
Right.
It's weird because
as long as you like it.
Yeah, I myself far from maybe as far as you can get from being a morning person, but
oh sure, yeah.
But I've had it where, especially like when we're doing conventions, I usually have a day where I'll go in early so I can get to the airport, and I always feel like that hour and a half to 2 hours that I'm there before anyone else gets to work is usually both flies by faster than any other time, but also is my most productive time. Like,
right?
Well, yeah.
Like, it's incredible.
yeah.
But I don't know how it
You're
happens.
stuck into meetings and conversations. When you're there by yourself and it's quiet, you work.
That's true. I'll also, like, because a lot of the stuff for the specific projects that we've been working on is kind of like just doing stuff with my hands, you know, like kind of just checking on things and like making sure everything's running the way it's supposed to be because it's like a long-term test. But like I'll just put on like some like episodes of like The Simpsons on Disney Plus in the background just to listen to, and I'll like have podcasts on Spotify or whatever. I'll just put that on and set my phone down and like do the thing, and it's like, you know, couple episodes go by and I'm like, oh, it's already been like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, stuff like that's nice. Though I have to ask a question here. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
No, you're good.
So the place I go to get my physical therapy, they have a TV in the area where a lot of the procedures that take a while to do occur. And oftentimes they'll have like, you know, sports histories on, or a couple of times, I think they put the Princess Bride on one time, Gabriel Iglesias, a whole bunch of different types of things. For the last couple of times I've been there, they've had Stranger Things on.
Ooh.
And
the show. Oh, I'm
yes.
stupid.
Oh no, yeah. I should clarify.
What's
The
stranger
show
than
Things,
Right.
which I've never seen before this. And I asked them what is this, and I looked it up, and it's very interesting show if you're into the whole sci-fi thing. And the main reason I'm bringing it up is when I looked it up, it's designated partially as horror.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here, you know, getting some electrical stim to my back to try and loosen it up and relax it. And I'm watching this and thinking, I can't move. Am I really going to enjoy what's about to happen?
That's the best way to watch horror.
It's like a Clockwork Orange.
Alien
they have your eyes
world, am I right?
jacked open.
You're in a horror movie, actually.
They showed
Yeah,
me
what-
terrifying things.
While I've enjoyed it, there have been some very uncomfortable scenes. And it's like, what are your thoughts on showing that in a public setting like that? I'm mostly okay with it. I've not complained, obviously, but
I guess maybe they
I was
play it to their
surprised they had that
clientele?
on.
Like, how many other people are there when you're observing this?
Usually more pre-COVID, but since COVID set in, there's usually maybe 5 or 6 other people in the area at the time.
And they're all like adults, right? Like, there's not a bunch of
Yes.
kitties running around.
That being said, there was this lovely elderly lady that came in.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. And
I
she
think
didn't
it's
say
just,
a word
it's
about
so
it. But
popular, you know, like, because it's like such a big cultural thing right now, because like that's like the show on Netflix that like everybody has been watching.
I've caught the tail end of season 1, and we just started season 2, and I got to admit, I'm interested to see more. At the same time, you got to be in the right mood for that.
Yeah, that's very true. That's so interesting. How is your physical therapy going, by the way?
Yeah,
If you don't
how
mind
is
me
that?
asking?
Oh, not at all.
I didn't want to bring it up because you didn't mention it in your weekly update, but since you
Oh,
did
yeah,
bring it up now.
You know, I try to keep the podcast a happy and, you know, open place, and
But we care about your well-being.
I do appreciate that.
Let's move on to the next person. But how is
No,
it going, man?
I mean, I just passed the 10-month anniversary of being rear-ended. I would hope it would hurt less by now, but we're
Ugh.
getting there.
That's ridiculous. 10 months? Are you sure you didn't
That's
break your back?
insane.
I mean, I still have to get the technical explanation of it, but I think it's at least a herniated disc, if nothing else. I don't want to speculate on the medical side. I'm just letting them do what's necessary to fix me. But so far, I've had 2 epidurals. There's a chance for a 3rd. We're holding off on that because I started some decompression therapy today, which I'm liking the concept. We'll see how it plays out once it's had a chance to do its thing. But yes, I'm not dead. I've regained a fair bit of my mobility. Like I said earlier, I got out on a bike ride the other day, which I haven't been able to do for months. So it's been nice. Getting there slowly but surely, and I'm too stubborn to quit. Let's put it that way.
You know what you need is
A good stiff drink.
No, you need you need one of those big old bear hugs that Cowboy Dave gives you at a convention.
Oh, there you go. That'll crack my
yeah.
back right into shape.
That thing realigns you. Like,
Sarah, have you received one of these?
No, I think he's afraid of breaking me in half. Maybe.
I mean, he easily could. That's why I asked.
you always have to make sure that you don't have any flatulence right before he does that.
I mean, if you do, you won't after he's done.
Well, hope that continues to get better. It's crazy to me that it's been 10 months because I know that you did some work for us back in February, some camera work, and I'm just like, Jesus, like 6 months later, you're still going through that. So,
I mean, I'm feeling it sitting here right now, but
yeah,
you know, you can either complain about it or take steps to fix it.
Yikes.
Do you have one of those the stim units? Because they make like the small ones that you can like put in your pocket and then stick it on your back and like have it, you know, wherever you go.
I don't. They kind of want to keep it at an interval kind of thing, not a frequent thing. But they're advocating for. They've given me a good home workout regimen. They like the idea of the walks, the bike ride's good. You know, they're working with me for the home stuff. But I think they want to keep the eStim to the office there where they can observe what's going on. Which I appreciate. They're really good people there.
Can I ask you a question? Actually,
you just did.
Okay, 6th grade teacher. But I'm gonna say though, if you all
correct
let's say
definition is lawyer first of all.
Doctor, lawyer. All right, listen.
Ooh,
if you let's say there was an option tomorrow, they're like, hey, we just made a massive breakthrough. Can you upload your consciousness to a machine?
No.
No, you wouldn't do it. So you basically gain immortality and all the cool technological shit that goes with it, but you lose.
Do I still like feel things with this machine body?
No, that's the caveat. Okay.
I don't get a sense of touch or anything.
Let's see, you can get a sense of touch, but you can't do eatings out.
How about like emotions? Do I
you can't eat out? You can't eat anyone out?
Yeah. It's still like your consciousness and everything. So I would think your emotions would still stay the same.
Fear,
and I'm sure that as technology improved, you can gain sensors that would allow you to taste.
With the patch updates.
You know, firmware. Is it run by Microsoft or Apple?
Hold on. All right, so yeah, you can eat, you can feel, you can touch. Let's do that. That seems like it's too much restricting. So
honestly, let's just talk immortality or not. I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
I just want the robot body because my body hurts.
Oh, I'll be a robot. I'm cool with that.
Surprise.
You know, there's a certain special concept that is the human body. When you think about what exactly it is that we are doing and how we're doing it, it kind of blows the mind. To trade that for an artificial construct, I don't know. I haven't thought that through yet, but initial reaction is no.
Do I have to do it right now, or is it something you can do like when you're like 90?
Right as you're about to die?
As you're walking to the robot so you get hit by a car.
Quick, scoop them up, throw them in the machine.
It was a Tesla.
You know, I look at Portal for that concept. Number one.
You look at porn for a second.
Why would I give this?
I mean, rule
can't do that.
Rule 34 says there is porn of that too. But I don't know. It just there's I don't know. There's a reason we're here, and I think immortality would be possibly more of a curse than a blessing.
I want you all to know I'm trying so hard. I'm trying so hard right now to summon Gabe with this conversation.
I'll bring him in. I want to hear his.
I mean, like, I don't necessarily care about immortality. I'd be cool with being a robot. Like, and even being a robot, you're not gonna be guaranteed immortal anyway. Like, I mean,
that's
I guess,
true.
But
true.
like, you can have.
I guess the other question then is: do you believe in the concept of the soul, or an afterlife, and does that exist if you shift to robot form?
So Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
I need to see that. I have not.
Real fast. Here's a fun follow-up question, real fast. All right, you can put your consciousness into any fictional robot. What would it be? All right, go. Hero, who would it be?
I can put my consciousness into somebody else's body.
No, into a fictional robot. If you can put your consciousness into a fictional robot.
So basically, what robot do I want to look like?
Or
Yes.
B.
Or B. Or put your consciousness into them.
3CPO.
You mean, wait, 3CPO. Let's get that clear. 3CPO, is that your final answer?
Yeah. Yeah, 3CPO. I'm thinking.
I would be D2R2.
It's actually C3PO, correct? That's the order of the letters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? Yes.
It's
When we were hanging
PPPO.
out, when we were hanging out one time, I was like 3CPO, and Jackson Paleo will not let me. They will not leave me alone. Because I'm not Star Wars like that. I don't know. Like honestly, a robot. Oh, I'm gonna come up with an answer I like more than the one I say. I'll say Zenyatta for now.
Yeah, that was gonna be mine, or either K2SO from Star Wars as well. So it could be tall.
See, I don't think you guys are really going at this with enough imagination. So, Saber, if you don't mind.
So wait, can I be 2B from Nier Automata?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would like to be one of those sex machines that you attach any kind of phallic member to.
Wait, you be a dildo?
No, he'd be the thing you attach the dildo to.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
He's just a love machine, and he won't work for nobody but the owner.
Or I'll be the Terminator, because the thing seems to last a lot.
Dude, good answer.
Laura, what would you be? Cool.
Oh, I
PanamaMatt,
think she had stepped away.
Earlier.
I mean, instinctively, because Futurama, I said Bender, but I thought about that for a moment and said, no, if I'm going Futurama, it would be Hedonism Bot.
Yeah, that's great.
But now that Race has reminded me the Terminator exists, it's just a question of which model I'd be.
The tallest
See,
one.
I was, yeah.
But then again, my knowledge of fictional robots is fairly slim. You know, danger, my arms are flailing, Will Robinson. Or, what is it, Marvin from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Oh, yeah.
Short guy.
Yeah, that no.
Sarah, now when you say
How about you, Saber?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Saber.
I don't know. It was a dumb question.
I know. Now give us a dumb answer.
Sarah, you said
I
that
don't know. A Tamagotchi.
Oh God, you want to be tortured for the rest of your life?
It's because
Left abandoned by children.
Because he poops everywhere.
Yeah, unfed, shit everywhere. haven't seen daylight for years.
Nothing's changed.
Aw. How
Sarah,
many had Tamagotchis as a kid? Oh, sorry. You want to ask Sarah a question?
Oh, I just wanted. Okay, so you said you would become a robot. How soon are we talking? Like, are you like, oh, if they gave me the option right now, I'd become a robot?
I mean, like, no. Like, I probably wouldn't become a robot right now. Like, if I was to be terminally ill or close to dying, I'd be like, all right, load me up.
Okay. I was
Load me
gonna
up.
say.
I love it.
Load me up.
See, I'm
Time to
cool with
be a
that
robot,
too.
baby.
I you know, that makes me wonder. Like, could you imagine? Like, I'm sure science fiction has probably done a bunch of stories about this, but like the controversy of like, look at those humans who upload their consciousness. They're not real humans. Fuck them. Like, it'd be like Matrix level shit where it's like divisions of like the human purist versus the upload consciousnesses. I don't know. Be cool. I'm gonna write that
Well,
story.
this whole conversation
not.
kind of reminded me of the video game Soma. Recommended.
Well, it sounds
That's
like
from the guys who made
Is that
Amnesia,
an-
right?
Huh?
What?
Go ahead,
Yes,
Hiro.
it's by.
Oh
I
no.
think it's by-
Yeah. Go ahead.
Someone say
Sarah.
something.
Oh.
Bunch of polite motherfuckers.
Is that an indie? Is that an indie game, Soma?
I think.
I thought it was a sleep aid.
Yeah, so.
If it's one of them indie games, then I probably don't.
I thought it was made by.
It's lingerie.
No, sorry. I thought it was by the same guys that made Amnesia, but it might not. 1 second.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Saber wants us to play Amnesia.
Published by Frictional Games.
Better.
Use lube.
Oh, they did
Amnesia.
Use lube.
Why did
they
you say
did
it twice?
they did the like other Amnesias, like Machine for Pigs. They didn't do the original Amnesia.
What? Okay. Where were we?
We were asking people how their weeks were.
We were doing that.
We were, and
Paleo.
then we're here.
How have your last 2 weeks
Yes?
been?
All right. I like I said earlier with the food posts, I scheduled a appointment for my cat Patches, the new kitten, because he's about 4 months old now. And we're gonna get his shots and his get him neutered.
Snip, snip.
So before the next podcast, he will be a neutered boy.
Paleo, what if you come back and you're neutered?
Oh.
What'd you do?
Sue the vet.
I probably wouldn't be on the podcast that week.
That's fair.
And I've also been.
Your voice be really high pitched. So I'm back, guys.
It's already high pitched.
Hi.
Anyway, yeah, I've also been actually getting up early because Saber's been streaming, so I've been getting up for that.
Nice.
Watching VeggieTales.
Oh yeah.
Good way to start our day.
Yeah. Did you end up buying your VeggieTales thing on eBay, Saber?
Puppets.
I did. I legitimately did.
Oh, you're not joking. You did.
I'm not joking.
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
What you have done has made God very unhappy. What's up?
Which puppet have you bought?
So let me find the email for it. 1 second. Someone screen cap. Someone screen cap the picture here. I'll share it with you all. I mean, you all probably saw it. Where it's like
While Saber's pulling that up, we do have a super chat from Nora Mermaid.
Nora says, "Can we have a rule to keep Saber quiet until after race asks people about their weeks?"
No.
No.
I forbid that rule, Nora.
But now that you asked, he's going to do it intentionally.
He already does.
But now he's going to be aware of it.
What kind of vegetable fetish do you have to buy this thing for? How much was it?
300.
I'm not gonna talk anymore. Never mind.
No,
Aw, come on! You can't bait us like that.
No, Nora doesn't want me to talk. I'm done.
No, Nora. No.
Nora has been overruled. Apologies, Nora.
No apologies. So.
Oh my God.
So basically, yeah, someone sent me the picture. I thought it was some weird museum exhibit. Apparently, these images are from an eBay post, and someone linked me the puppets. Where it's like the title was "VeggieTales Latex Puppets Bob Larry Jr. by Big Idea Xtel," and the bid was 300. But no one was bidding on it, which I was like, "Whoa, I don't want to leave money on the table," so I bought out the bid, and it's on its way.
Oh my God. Is any regret?
Oh no, I mean, I don't.
How big are they?
About as big as your hand. So
Could have been bigger.
No, but you put them on your hand. You slide. It's actually. Oh my God! You know, from the other angles. Oh my God, this is gonna sound really dirty.
No.
Yeah.
Stop.
Everyone's already drawn
Right
their
there.
It doesn't have to do with where the holes
are. I'll screen cap it.
Please do.
I like how this podcast is in theory audio friendly.
I'm just saying.
Oh my.
I'm just saying. If you like to waltz with tomatoes or potatoes. No,
Let's call the whole thing off.
I swear to God, because the guy who made the show emailed me, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, this was a mistake." Why did I talk to the Saber guy? He's a fucking freak. But yeah, I bought him out because. What gets me is they looked cursed, like because they're kind of cracking up around this. Yeah, Larry's like cracking up the back of his head. Yeah, I'll take a screen cap of that. And Laura, I told her on the phone today, and she's like, "You bought possessed demon dolls, and you're bringing them to my house."
I was like, don't bring ghosts into my house. Like, what the hell, man?
Oh my gosh.
Like,
That's a surprisingly textured interior.
Oh, you don't shit know it, bro.
That's what someone said.
you're paying to exercise the house when the demons show up.
I'll shoot them. All right, there's another image of them. So,
Oh God, they're horrible.
The one on the left.
Okay, look. The broccoli is that
Junior.
broccoli
He's
or
the asparagus.
Yeah,
asparagus? I expected him to be taller.
Well, he's the child.
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah. So actually, he's compared to Bob and Larry, he's actually a lot bigger than like to scale
Yeah.
than he is at the show.
Which one's Bob?
Pele, would you say that he's thick?
Bob's the tomato.
Oh, why wouldn't he be?
Extra thick. Oh my god. This is beautiful.
I'm just very not okay with those things living in my house.
God. Watching you in your sleep.
I'm sure we can find you worse things to live in your house and watch.
Please no.
Like me.
Oh god. You know, the only thing missing from that lineup is a half-eaten hot dog. Then you'd be set.
I'd be golden.
Did you know they added bacon to Veggie Tales?
Bacon?
What? You what?
Bacon. It's about time. Honestly.
Yeah, there's a bacon strip in one of the iterations, and it's like, yeah.
Bacon is not a vegetable.
I'm glad they have some representation from non-primary character.
See,
food
Matt's
groups.
all about diversity. It's like it's about time.
Yeah, the longer I talk, the worse it gets.
So to get to it. Besides all the other exciting things, Saber, anything else in the last 2 weeks for you?
Nope, not at all. Just watching VeggieTales. That's it.
Nice. Sarah, what about you? Your last 2 weeks?
I've just been trying to cook at home more. Trying out some recipes, cook some steaks, cook some pork chops.
Oh, cast iron. Did you do it?
Yes.
How'd it go?
I used olive oil, so it got very smoky. I've since
Yeah.
I've bought the right oil since then. So.
Did you open the oven? Just
Yeah, I know.
out, right?
No, seriously, I put the steak on and then I looked to the left and there's just a haze in our apartment.
She couldn't see me. I was sitting
Oh
on the
my
couch.
I tried to warn you.
I
That stuff
know.
gets wild.
It was like one of those like the cartoon-esque house on fire with the smoke just billowing out the windows. That was our place.
Oh my God.
Well,
It
the worst
wasn't
part is it settles down and makes the surfaces sticky. And I hate that. I hate it so much.
No, you know that picture of the fire that I put on Twitter earlier today? That's my cast iron skillet.
Yeah, that's not actually a fire. That was so what Sarah did was she made the steak the first night. Just kind of regular cast iron, see what you can do with some seasoning. Yeah. But then let's talk about the second night. What did you do?
The second night, I kind of chopped them into bits, and then I made a butter garlic glaze for them.
I ate this up. I was like, this is amazing.
Want any pictures?
Did you
We
take-
did-
Yeah, where are
no,
your
I
food posts?
No, I forgot to take pictures.
Wow.
It was
We
beautiful.
just scarfed it up.
We'll just have to make it again, I guess.
Yep.
Oh, shame.
And then I made my own hummus today.
Yeah,
Ooh.
she's been on a making
Food processor? Or...
Yeah, food processing.
grind.
Nice.
I've got so many nice things that I've gotten at our wedding that I just have suddenly decided to use.
Yeah.
How'd you make the hummus?
I put bit of lemon juice and tahini with some minced garlic, salt.
Oof.
You actually use the tahini.
chickpeas.
I go the complete low budget route and just toss in sesame seeds.
Yeah, I decided to just buy the tahini. I was going off of recipe. Yeah, it was pretty
That's
good. I
fair.
think it needs a little more salt in it next time. But yeah.
Okay.
Salt, garlic. That shit is powerful seasoning. I swear to God.
Garlic's amazing.
So yeah, that was it for you.
Oh, and there's like a 10,000 acre fire burning up next to us.
Good
so.
stuff. Good stuff.
It was only 6,500 at last report.
No.
And that was only because it started earlier today.
No, in 2 hours,
What is it at now?
it's at 10,000. I saw a thingy saying 10,000, right?
It's not taking its time like at all.
Like
No.
an hour and a half, it was
And
6.5.
what's crazy about this fire, by the way, is that it's like typically with like these kind of fires, when I heard how big it was, I'm like, wow, the wind must be insane. But they actually said that this is a completely terrain-driven fire.
Yeah.
It's just so dry up there that
And that much dead wood.
yeah, it's just literally growing off of the fuel. Like it's not. Oh yeah, wind is going nuts with it. So yeah. Other than that, I've been doing much of the same.
10,000 acres.
Yep, 10,000.
Yeah, if y'all are wondering which fire we're talking about, it's the lake fire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, I've been
valley.
doing, like I said, much of the same. Just working both during the week,
Eating my food.
eating Sarah's food, and yeah, just continuing to cover racing on the weekends at whatever track needs us next. We've been very busy with all of that. Just staying safe, and like I mentioned a little bit earlier, I've done this once already, where I went through all of the convention vlogs, and I'm doing it again. I'm like putting this huge spreadsheet together for myself so I can reference stuff a little bit easier. I don't know, just for myself. It's just one of those things where I'm like, oh, this is fun. I've been kind of just working through that and seeing a lot of old faces. Been actually talking with some old, I guess you could say old names in the fandom the last few days, just kind of catching up with some people, and and just continuing to work on some editing. I think tomorrow there'll be a new low budget, so it'll be the first, I think it'll be an enduro race that I'll be uploading, so yeah, got that stuff going on. That's all I can really think of.
Yeah.
Was there anything else that
Just recording Ready Player Dumb.
just
We're almost done with Kingdom Hearts.
yeah.
We'll be
Yeah,
moving
how
on
many
to the
parts
next
has it been?
one. As of right now, I think we have 81 live right now.
Yep. We're
Do you think you
nearing.
can get to 100 before it's done?
No.
I think we'll be wrapped up before that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, because you guys like finished that like months and months ago, right? Like before like it's been uploaded.
No. I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking like a crazy man. We're definitely just playing 30
Am I
minutes
ruining
each
the
day.
illusion?
We had one person who's like, "What? They're talking weird because they're referencing something that came out already."
No, yeah, like someone was watching our Spyro video, and I was like, I really want a new Pokemon Snap. And then the person's like, that was announced like months ago.
Which is obviously going to happen.
Yeah.
But I think the way we revamped our uploads, we should be able to at least close that gap
Yeah.
more. But yeah, we have a lot of
Just so many
content.
games to play during
They'll,
quarantine.
yeah, eventually the uploads themselves are going to be getting longer. So
Yeah.
but that's
I honestly like where the upload link's at right now.
well, too bad.
You'll get 10 more minutes.
Well, that's good. I'm unsubscribing.
No, we can't afford to have one unsubscribe. But yeah, for anyone else that's interested, Ready Player Dumb, a whole bunch of content going up there. You could also follow our Twitter. Sarah puts up these little descriptions, what's each video.
Yeah.
And I always get a kick out of reading them, even though I've did plane. I'm like, oh. But yeah, that's our catch up. Nice work, everybody. I always feel like we're having a good podcast when it takes us an hour
to get through
to do that. But that's good. I consider it good because it's like,
well, I do too.
We're hitting up some fun topics. I appreciated the stuff that Saber brought up because I found out that my wife is eager to get into a robot's body.
I like robots.
Yeah.
So sue me.
I thought you liked robots. I didn't know you wanted to be one.
I'm fine with being one.
There you go.
That's fine.
So the next thing that we'll be discussing here, and we'll be discussing less than maybe expected, but we're going to be talking about the last 2 episodes of Pony Life. And when I say last 2, it means the last 4. Oh wait, no, are we doing all 4? I forget what we decided we were gonna do.
I don't know. We're talking about some of the Pony Life episodes. We unfortunately weren't able to fully catch up.
So here's my transparency. I typically watch these right before the podcast, just because there's so many coming out that it's just easier for me to sit down once.
Binge.
But the problem was I forgot to do it last night with Sarah.
Yeah.
And so Sarah was following me around. We did this last time too, where she was literally following me around like the bathroom as I'm showering after work. She's like, I'm walking through the hallway. She's walking backwards, holding it. Like, it's pretty great.
How does it feel to be a production manager, Sarah?
The visual of it's got to be hilarious. I screwed up on timing. I tried watching some during lunch today, and I screwed up. I tried downloading an episode, and it took almost 45 minutes, and I went, well, that took a long time. So, anyways, I'm a little behind. I've seen a couple of these. Paleo, are you up to date with Pony Life?
Yeah.
And Sarah, you are mostly...
I'm mostly up to date.
And I don't know, has Hiro been watching Pony Life?
I don't think so.
What a jerk. At least everyone else here has been... watching and loving it.
Oh yeah.
Have you, Matt? Have you?
There's an old adage in the lawyering world of never ask a question that you don't want to know the answer to.
Yeah.
I thought you were just gonna say there's an old adage in the lawyer world. No.
Never ask a question.
Okay. Well, so Paleo, Sarah, and I will kind of discuss these. For anyone looking to avoid spoilers.
I've watched them.
Did you?
Yeah, the more recent ones, yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Way to go!
I actually, before we started, I was like, oh, I haven't watched Pony Life in a while. I'm gonna do podcasts, and I gotta say, it's starting to grow on me.
Well, color me surprised. All right.
Hooray!
It's still
Saber, you're next.
So, my biggest criticism, I guess, is Pony Life has like the goofiness and funness of, Friendship is Magic, but it doesn't have the heart, which really bums me out. But like at the same time, I'm like getting to a point where I'm like, all right, at least I can appreciate this for what it is without like being mad that it's not what it's not.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
That.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, cool. I'm glad that you're been giving it, some time as well. By the way, I just want to mention it was funny because when Sarah posted the Semi-Perfect podcast, just like the hey, we'll be live tomorrow. Tabitha responded to it saying lurking, wahahaha. So she actually might be like sitting there with her arms crossed, like.
So say nice things only.
Yeah.
Well, Rarity is the best character. We all know
been
that.
keeping up with Pony Life?
Oh, is Black Griffin flying right now in the where are you, Gabe?
Oh, hello. Sorry, I'm in a car.
We could tell.
I thought you were flying.
Oh my goodness gracious. Well, it's not the quietest car. Say hello.
Hello.
Hello, Claire.
Oh, hey.
How'd you guess?
I was just gonna say, how'd you know?
I was honestly crossing my fingers hoping that I didn't somehow you're like, no, it's my mom's here. So
no, it's my girlfriend.
Well, good thing they're different.
Yeah.
Oh, your mom.
Oh, God.
So,
you ever heard the term mother effer?
I have, but not usually in that context.
Oh boy.
Well, get used to it.
so, so Gabe, just so you know, we're right now talking pony life right now, so we're gonna go through that conversation, and then we'll kind of come back.
Oh crap! Yeah, no, I still haven't seen that. So because I'm waiting for the Bronies react. So.
Well, I sent you the format, so get filming, pal.
Wait. Did you actually send me the link to the thing? Whoa, lightning.
The link.
Hello?
Maybe not the link.
That's why I can't find it, but that's okay.
One of the geniuses of our generations, ladies and gentlemen.
Can't look something.
I can't find it. I will get you that link here immediately. But yeah, so we're gonna.
If Gabe's taking so much time to do it, then that means I got like another few weeks to do that.
Damn it, Gabe!
Why break the trend, Saber?
Oh man. So anyways, in regards to the pony life conversation, so Sarah, there's been a couple episodes. I mean, I'm looking at the list of titles right here. So it's basically 4 episodes, 8 parts. Each episode contains like 2 different stories essentially. Yeah. So I don't think I don't think we'll go through specifically each story.
Yeah, we're just broad stroking.
We'll broad stroke it. If anything specific to any story, Paleo and Laura, if there's anything like, oh, this one was great or whatever, you can obviously bring it up. I know for me, like I said, I'm still not up to speed with 2.
Am I putting up the spoiler screen?
Might as well put up the spoiler screen, just in case anyone wants to avoid it. Reminder: the spoiler screen. If
I didn't want to say anything until we got spoiler screens up.
Smart.
Text me when you're done talking about it. I'm gonna mute you because I don't want any spoilers either.
I will text you.
Goodbye.
Imagine worrying about pony life spoilers, Jesus.
So since Gabe is muted here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have him react to every episode.
No.
Yes.
I'm gonna be like, hey, I need you to send me 20 episodes worth of reactions. Which is funny because he can hear us, by the way. He only, I don't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He just muted himself.
he didn't
deafen himself.
But we'll see if he's paying attention. Anyways.
I hope he is because I want to see him react to all 20.
So as far as the Pony Life spoilers go, again, if you are worried about spoilers, you haven't seen an episode or whatever, we have the spoiler screen up. You can mute us, and then once we're done, you can unmute, and that screen will go away. You won't have to worry about spoilers. So I had 2 things that I wanted to. Nora sends a super chat saying, "No, Gabe, don't leave.
He'll be back.
He'll be back. Maybe." So there were 2 moments that I want to point out. I think both of them were actually 3 things that I want to point out for me. So I actually said no shit when the episode actually referenced CSI Miami 2 times in a row.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
That actually.
And then Rainbow Dash legit there was like a Sonic sort of illusion a few episodes
Gotta go
ago,
Dash.
but now this time she's like definitely like doing the Sonic.
Even her hair is more Sonic now.
Right? I think she's evolving. Soon she'll just be a hedgehog. There was another thing that came up. Now this is something, and Sarah can tell me if I'm crazy, but you like a show called BuzzFeed Unsolved.
Yes.
And at the end, don't they usually say something like, "And this mystery remains unsolved"? Well, didn't they literally quote that? Like, I understand that's a broad statement, and it might not actually be a reference, but I'm like, there was a moment where they say that, something to that effect, and I went, I wonder if that's a reference, but you're looking confused. So if you didn't pick up on it, it's probably less likely.
I don't remember the exact moment that you're talking about.
Okay.
So that's
and then the only other thing is, for me, big thing, that I was like, oh, they're actually addressing the potions.
Yeah,
so it's
Saber,
like
you'll be happy they're actually addressing the potions and starting to explain.
Yeah, that was a big thing for me too.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
At this point, I honestly, this is no me goofing with you, but like, I'm going to start over. Like, I had some footage, and my entire approach to this British React was one of contempt, because I just don't care. Not about putting my best foot forward, but I just don't care about pony life. But if this is actually like a moment of salvation for it, then I will at least catch up before I move forward with the footage I currently have, or I might just re-record everything. So
okay. he hasn't recorded anything yet. I'm joking.
I actually did. I recorded an intro clip that was a 5-minute narration of me saying how much I hate pony life.
Well, cool. I'll at least be curious to see your thoughts as it evolves. But yeah, I like Laura said, that was kind of a biggish moment. Yeah. The thing that I laugh at is that essentially the main 6 are like, where's this stuff coming from? And I'm like, you guys have just been chugging this crap, and you're like,
right?
Are they alcoholics?
There's beer in the fridge. Let's drink it. Where'd it come from? I don't know. Let's drink it.
No, like there was just that moment where Fluttershy
Yeah, party!
Pinkie Pie and Twilight were like, I thought you were ordering this stuff. No, it's not. Yeah.
This crap is strong.
And it turns out to be a whole different pony.
Yeah.
Can I just say that, like, I love Potion Nova. Like, she's really cute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's cute.
At first, when
she has a lot of puns.
She does.
Yes, when she showed up, I was at first like, okay, who's this one? And then they said her name's Potion Nova, and I'm like, okay, completely new.
Yeah.
I was like, is this like grown up Sweetie Belle, but we saw Sweetie Belle already? What's happening?
I like what Jack said in the chat. He said, life's been hard and the actual series ended. Let him drink.
True. That is true.
So I had to run away for a second and come back. Mm-hmm. Is Pony Life like actually good like now?
I wouldn't say
growing
it's good.
On me.
It's I'm still pretty indifferent to it, but it's like it has some moments that make me laugh. So.
Okay. I watched the first episode for literally 2 minutes. And I was like, absolutely not. And
I hated that shit.
I'll put it this way, Hero. For me, is so obviously like it's gonna state the major obvious. It's not Gen 4. It's not Friendship is Magic. But for me, it's I don't know. There's enough that I enjoy, despite its differences, that it's worth it to me to watch 11 minutes worth of content. It's like there's enough in there, whether it's for me. I continue to say I think the best thing that this, in my opinion, has going for it is the humor. I enjoy the sometimes ironic situations they put certain ponies in, that it's like Fluttershy, for example, of what we know of her character. It's like, oh, like when they have her like all of a sudden be in like semi-demon mode, like, yeah, I've buried bodies. What? Nothing. It's like, excuse me? What just happened? I'm not saying that's a quote, but like it's stuff like that where for me that's been like the thing I've been like, okay, I enjoy this. I don't find the animation to be like, it's just different. Yeah. I don't find it to be worse. Yeah. The only thing that's weird, in my opinion, with the animation is their walk cycles look really odd. Yeah. But it again, it's not a turnoff for me. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah. So I do think though, like Laura, and I give Laura props for this, for giving it a chance, and seeing where it went with you, and if it's growing on you a little bit, that's a good thing.
Yeah, I don't know if you were listening at the time, Hero, but like basically what I was saying was just that like, I really did not like the first few episodes at all. Right. But like I've just watched a bunch of them leading up to the podcast, and like I appreciate that it's like it has like the goofiness and like the fun of Friendship is Magic, but it doesn't have the heart, and that really bums me out. But like being able to appreciate it for what it is instead of disliking it for what it's not is like helping me to kind of be like, okay, it's not the worst thing, but it's not what I want it to be, because that's just not what it is.
I did not give the show a chance at all. It was just in 2 minutes it can grab me, and I was like, no.
I mean, I still hate that they have like iPads. That kind of kills me on the inside.
I was like, we're gonna have to figure that one out. Jax just sent
Yeah,
us
I can't with that.
a super chat, and it might also help Hero with your question. Jax says, I love how meta they get. Like when Twilight's like, we used to go on adventures. What happened to our lore?
That was
Let's
good,
get the gang back together. And they're like, we're all right here. Also, Pinky's quote, sibling LMAO. Yeah, it's stuff like that. Like it does feel like this show understands almost what it isn't in those ways. Like, what's going on? What's happened to us? It's definitely like its biggest focus is slice of life. Like that's what all these episodes are. You know, we're not trying to figure out who Cozy Glow is or any of this other stuff. It's like, no, some of the episodes kind of chain together, but yeah.
Pinky gets lonely, so she makes cookies, and the cookies become sentient.
Excellent.
Yeah,
I thought she was going to eat
the
them.
world.
I did too.
Oh my
Like
God.
to keep them from leaving.
Vor is good, kids.
Oh God.
But yeah,
Although
I think
I guess like, oh sorry, go ahead.
I would all I was gonna say is that's all I gotta say about the show up to this point. So, floor is yours, Laura.
So yeah, if I may make one more criticism, I think what also like kind of takes me out of it when I'm watching it is that like it feels like each of these little stories has the potential to be like a good My Little Pony episode, like a good slice of life episode.
Yeah,
But
it's
like,
even
let's
worse
take
because
out-
it's
Yeah, like let's gut all the fun, like, you know, charming stuff that like builds up to an actual solution and gets you invested, and they kind of like take all that out and just give you like 10 minutes of it, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah, it's even worse because like not all the episodes are stuff that goes over like to like 11 minutes. Like
Yeah.
even in like 11-minute shows, at least something like that can happen within 11 minutes. With this, they have sections to where like, oh no, these are 5-minute segments, so it's even quicker.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like some of them do feel like I'm like, this could be a legitimate episode, like this could be interesting, like, and character building, but it's just like, just spit out the main points, get it done.
Somebody's got to watch every episode of Pony Life that could be an actual episode of Friendship with Magic, and just make a fanfic for every single episode.
Oh
Just
my
like turn
God.
it into an FIM episode.
Hero's like, I'm already
Thanks.
warming up my typewriter.
You're doing God's work, thanks.
Anyone else got anything with the recent stuff, or just in general with Pony Life? No?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the one big thing with these episodes is that Potion Nova was introduced.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's the new character. That's where the potions come from. So
Also, Twilight is like super thirsty for her.
oh yeah, she is.
Like it's not
She
subtle.
she sims for Potion Nova.
Is that how it be? Really?
Are there any other potions you'd like me to get for me a Potion Nova? Liquid.
I just looked up Potion Nova. Is that? Wow, she really does look like Sweetie Belle. Alright.
It took me a second.
Sweetie
does
Belle
have a
doesn't even
similar
look
color
like
to
Sweetie
it.
Belle though. Like Sweetie Belle has weird hair in this
Yeah,
one.
like I feel like the designers were like, let's make her hair look like a literal bell when you see her from front view.
I will say this. Sweetie Belle's hair might be my least favorite thing of the entire show.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks weird.
Sorry.
It's bad.
Well, and another thing to
Oh, ew,
Right?
one thing though that you'll get a kick out of Hero if you do happen to go and watch any of these episodes, and same goes for Saber when you get to it. And I know we talked about it the last time, but there was a mess up where they accidentally were switching the voices of
Michelle Kraber and Claire.
Claire.
I
Yeah,
fucking knew it. I was like, that's not Michelle. That's Claire.
Yeah.
by the way, yeah. And yeah, I
I
think
had to stop and like I paused at the end. I was like, there's no way that they didn't get Michelle to do voice lines because some of them sound like her. So I'd like pause halfway through the credits.
you're like
I'm
watching
like,
the
what
lips.
the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, it seemed like a lot of people got a laugh out of that, but yep, I don't know how that mess up happened, but there it was. All right, so I think we'll pull down the spoiler screen for Pony Life.
Text Gabriel.
I'll text Gabe. Gabe, if you can hear us. I'm waiting to just hear a car.
think he can hear us. I think maybe he turned us down.
Yeah, just tag him in the chat.
Yeah.
Is there like a female version of himbo? Like Herbo?
I don't know what that is.
What?
I was like, is there a female version of himbo? What is
Is
what
it
is a
bimbo?
himbo again, Paleo?
Bimbo?
Yeah, it's like Launchpad.
It's literally a bimbo, isn't it? You're right.
I think so. Yeah.
There's audio word for it, isn't
Yeah,
there?
bimbo. Yeah.
Yeah,
himbo.
wow, that's yeah.
So actually, like, yeah, himbo
No,
is the male
I-
version of bimbo.
I disagree. I think bimbo's a lot more aggressive and demeaning. Because when you hear the word, oh, look at that bimbo, it just means somebody who like is a very sensual dressed woman and walks with like, you know, a sensual like purpose versus a himbo. It seems a lot more endearing and cute. I'm just calling it out for that.
Oh, yeah,
if
I
you're
know.
gonna call it that, then at least admit that bimbo's not as flattering.
Right.
Where did this all come from? Did I miss
Sure,
where this
man.
topic came up?
No, sometimes my brain.
Yes.
Oh, you expected more? That was it.
Sometimes my brain. Funny enough, I think there's a food company named Bimbo. That and
I thought it is with the white
There
hair.
is.
I thought
Bread
that was the
company.
funniest shit ever when I drove past a bimbo truck. I'm like, ha, sluts. And it's like, that was like freshman high school mean, and I realized like quickly, I'm like, wow, I'm a stupid fucking kid.
You need Saberspark slut shaming a truck.
I mean,
The
You
driver
may have to
got
get older,
out.
but you never have to grow up.
The driver got out wearing like a jumpsuit. I'm like, ha, what up, bimbo? It's like a 50-year-old guy smoking a cigarette. Like, what the fuck's he talking about?
oh god, yeah. Whenever I see those trucks, I'm like, I wonder how they got that name.
There's some trucks I see like or like billboards I'll see while like just driving somewhere, and I'm like, because there's like whenever I go to the arcade, there's one that's like I can't remember what the first thing says, but it's like looking for a car, give Cox a try. It's sealed.
Right?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
the same.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I want to take a picture every time I drive, but I'm like, but I'm driving. It's dangerous, but like it's funny.
Oh god.
Like, come on, guys.
Yeah, it is very dangerous to take pictures of cocks while driving.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
I mean, I've never had any problem with it.
Oh!
Welcome back, Gabe.
Gabriel Adam Brown.
Gabe, what are
We
you
like the
eating?
farmland.
What's your food post here?
Ooh, we're in line for Dairy Queen, and we're getting I'm getting chocolate chip cookie dough. Blizzard and Claire's getting a brownie. Hello.
She's getting a brownie.
Lizard time.
A
Yum,
brownie.
Yum, 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 yum.
You should hear her
Oh,
order.
brownie.
It's hilarious. She's like, oh, and then I'll have some root beer, and they're like, a what?
No, she made a
Stop trolling the
She
drive-through
made a
worker.
mistake. She was like, I said, can I have a Barks root beer?
You said a small Barks root beer, and she's like, a small large root beer?
And then she repeated herself and she was like, small large. And then I laughed.
I'll have a small large. That's called a medium. You just
Gabe,
cancel it out.
did you see that?
No.
What the heck, dude?
What?
There's a freaking... Oh my gosh, there was a literal like puff of green, neon green, smoky, lit up thing over the red dots, and it just went.
What's in those
Are you high?
brownies? Yeah.
Did they just join the? They just
I
joined
mean,
the
she is
podcast
enjoying the
and
green
started-
smoke.
They
I'm
started
trying.
having their own conversation.
I wouldn't be high.
Yeah.
It's electricity. Yeah. It's lightning.
We got a super chat from Nora Mermaid, by the way, that says he's alive.
Hi. I'm
Hi.
alive.
How have
I'm
how
doing
have you been, Gabe? How have your last 2 weeks been? Or year?
pretty good. Super eventful. I finally posted another YouTube video. Claire's actually kind of like forcing me to make more YouTube videos, which is great. I really appreciate that. Yeah, because I need it. I need the life has been just so hectic and up in the air. But I've also been house hunting, which is kind of exciting. Like I've never
that's
bought
fun.
a house before, so this will be a new adventure.
You.
I mean, it'd be a funny gag if it's like I'm house hunting as a hard cut tee wearing like a safari hat, shooting a gun at a house.
Yeah, that's right.
You know,
Where is a PD?
this
Right,
is
we're gonna take it.
This is Gabe that we're talking about. I'm quite certain this has already happened.
I did bring a. No, I can't say that. Like, can I say that?
You can say anything. Whether or not it's true is another matter.
Oh, right, true. Okay, so I hypothetically brought a rocket launcher with me when I went to look at one of the houses.
Just in case.
You will accept the deposit.
We almost maybe would have needed it.
That's true.
Honestly, we might have needed it.
How would you have been anywhere near needing a rocket launcher?
No.
Because if there were more people who were in that house.
That's true.
Is murder.
Listen, it was a sketch.
It would have only been
sketch
used in
house.
self-defense. And in my defense, the rockets that I make for my rocket launcher are not lethal.
Jack's Blade.
Well, that case it's fine. Yeah.
What are you?
Saying Claire's been drinking.
Somebody
some
shoots a
wine,
rocket
no
launcher at you, you can't sue because it wasn't lethal.
Gabe is the person that will survive the apocalypse.
I don't know if you heard that. So Jack's Blade sent in a super chat here saying Claire been drinking Dim Potion Nova specials.
What the frick does that even mean?
Watch Pony Life and you'll find out.
Yeah, there's a show called Pony Life, Claire. Like, it's pretty,
Oh.
has ponies in it.
Sounds pretty dumb.
You've probably never heard of it.
I asked her unironically in the car when you guys were talking about it. She's like, "Oh yeah, it's pretty funny." And I was like, "You seen it?" She's like, "Gabe." I was like, "Oh yeah."
Well, I know my part was funny, but I don't know if they kept that in or not.
Well. All right, so Sarah, as far as our thing goes,
I think it's.
Is it question time? All right, it's question time. Send us your questions. As always, super chat questions will get top priority. If you'd like to submit a question via Twitter, you could use our hashtag SPP questions.
So is Gabe really the one who would survive in an apocalypse? Like, really? He has the function to do so. Like, he'll shoot rocket launchers and has like Hawkeye-like aim, I'm sure. But then he'll have like a cute baby zombie or something, and then pick it up and they'll bite him and it'll give him.
Well, since we have Gabe here,
Dude, I can't get rabies. I'm immune to rabies.
Now.
Now.
Since Gabe's here though, for the while the questions are coming in, Saber asked us a question earlier, and it eventually worked because
asking this one.
Which version of it should we ask him, Saber?
He's gone.
Did he just run away?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bye.
Yes, he did.
So, Gabe, basically the question boils down to if you could transfer your consciousness to any robot that's been like in movies or shows or just any robot,
Any fictional robot,
anything, would you do it, and which robot?
Can I have 2 straws, perhaps?
Wow, that's a fantastic question. So I've thought a lot about the transferring of consciousness. I have a lot of questions about if, like, cognitively we would stay the same, or if it would just be like an android with our memories, but not. It would have to simulate emotion and the physical constraints of our hardware, being our brain, simulated in software. Okay, now I'm tangenting.
No, you're answering the question. Keep going.
Okay, so assuming that my brain did not change, but I was enhanced solely by the body of the machine, I'd probably want to be Tark from Terminator.
There you go. See, you and I, same wavelength here. I said Terminator. That was the first one.
Yeah, but that's also because I don't watch a lot of robot movies. Maybe Eve from WALL-E.
Oh, there you go.
But Eva's a girl.
She has a sweet built-in kit. She's not really a girl. She's a robot. I mean,
We are
probably
going
patterned
to
to
assign-
appear like a girl, but
We are going to assign the blind.
Look, I'm just saying, I've seen art that confirms that Eva is a girl.
oh, you have, huh?
Jack's here going for Iron Giant in the answer.
Good. I actually could say I.
Oh my gosh! Heck yes! Wow, Iron Giant! I forgot about that one. I love Iron Giant. But he's too big. I don't know. Too big.
I like whispered to myself. I was like, robot sex art, and you immediately was like, oh yeah, I love that. And I was like, excuse me. I was like, ain't no shame. Do your thing.
We got a super chat from Zark7 saying, "Can't wait for Race and Sarah to meet Elora and Bianca."
Yeah, their characters.
What are
Spyro?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love Spyro. He's super cute. Here, want this?
Oh, and Laura's the one that Jax really likes, right?
Yeah, the fawn. Deer girl.
Fawn. I'm a fawn, you dork. That one. Everyone really
Yeah.
likes that one for some reason.
That fawn is one of those, furry bait. If you're not a furry, you are after you play the game.
Okay, I got a controversial question.
She's a gateway furry. That's what I should call it. She's a gateway furry because she's technically half human. Yeah, gateway furry. I hope I'm not offending anybody.
So Dawson is asking, Pony Life in Equestria Girls form or Equestria Girls in Pony Life form?
Well, isn't that just Teen Titans Go? Isn't Equestria Girls in Pony Life form just Teen Titans Go?
Yeah.
Huh?
Facing. Yeah.
Checks out.
What would you say, Sarah? I guess I'd say the first one. No, I don't know. This one hurts my head.
Is this aesthetic?
I think it's like if. I think it's like the structure of Equestria Girls with Pony Life aesthetics, or vice versa. Because I would take that one.
Yeah.
Because I like Equestria Girls like storytelling.
Yeah. What Laura said. That one. Yeah. That one.
I don't have a complete data set, so I can't give you an accurate answer.
That's all right.
Oh my gosh, you don't.
Are we sure that Gabe is not already
Oh,
transferred
we're
into the
robots. Glad we're on the same wavelength.
Okay, here's one that will probably get some people
I don't
fired
have
up.
a complete data set.
Waddles is asking, thoughts on Mulan being released on Disney Plus for premium on demand $29.99.
Yeah, no.
What?
I
Yep.
ain't spending $30.
I wasn't gonna watch it anyway because I don't want to. So.
But don't you want to support that actress?
Does premium
What's
on
that?
demand mean that you just get to watch the video indefinitely, or is that just a one view, one
I
off?
think it just means it's more expensive.
It's,
Disney Plus was
yeah, you can buy it for $30 if you have Disney Plus, but like you can keep watching it as long as you have Disney Plus.
And only for so long as you have Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I see.
So eventually it's going to be on the service anyway.
Guys,
so
I
I don't know why people wouldn't just wait.
I haven't.
Also, it's going to be up on the internet somewhere like immediately after one person buys it. So.
Yeah.
As far as I go, I don't think I once spent $30 at any one time to see Zootopia. So I'm not spending $30 at any one time to probably see any other movie. Did I?
I do believe that El Capitan was about that much with popcorn bundled in.
Okay, in that case,
it's
Yeah, if
with
you're
El
buying
Capitan,
snacks,
it's-
man, that
it-
gets
it's an
really
experience.
expensive.
well, still.
What is
It was
El
worth it.
Capitan?
Oh,
Sarah,
El
explain that
Capitan.
to me.
okay.
It's a mountain in Yosemite.
No.
It is.
I said Sarah. You are not Sarah.
Yes, I am.
Yo,
It's
dang,
basically
yeah,
Disney's
body.
own
I'm sorry.
personal theater that they premiere their movies at and stuff.
Yeah, it's located in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Right with all the.
Right across from the Chinese theater.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And
Yeah, we've gone there a
El
couple
Capitan.
times.
yeah, the El Capitan.
Yeah.
They
it's
do
beautiful.
a lot of.
It's super
Yes.
cool.
They do a lot of
also
special.
I want to go.
It's good.
Here it's been free climbed.
What's also pretty neat about it is they typically, especially with like I can say this for their Disney releases, that they do like kind of special openings.
Yeah.
So like,
Mhm.
wasn't there one where like they played the songs
Yeah, for Ralph Breaks the Internet, they did like a whole like light show and music like thing.
For Zootopia, they actually had like the walk around characters come out
like
and dance
with,
which was hilarious.
It's awkward.
Pole dance?
It was.
They also had the sloth come out.
Oh yeah, they had the sloth. What's her name?
She's from the wildlife.
She passed away.
She's from the wildlife thing that Lauren Faust.
Oh, yeah, I know you're talking
She was the
about.
one at EQLA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actual live sloth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot remember her name.
It started with an L, I think. Lucy? I don't know. Sarah's looking it up. But yeah, it was. So
a pre-show for Toy Story 4. I went and saw that.
Yeah.
And you could take pictures with Forky downstairs in the very sketchy basement.
Oh yeah, where the bathrooms are located.
Yeah, it's so long. What a weird carpeted hallway.
Well, I think for Zootopia, I think it was it Zootopia or Wreck-It Ralph that they had all the production art down in that hallway.
They did have that for sure with Zootopia. I think we were bummed that they didn't have it for Wreck-It Ralph because we were like, what the heck? But with Zootopia, so I have to tell the story. I'm sure we told it back when it happened, but so Sarah mentioned how when they danced, it got awkward.
They danced for a bit longer than they really needed.
Basically, somebody hit play on Try Everything, and I don't think they something tells me that the people that were dancing were told yeah, we'll play this for 20 seconds, just get up on stage, do something, and then we'll bring it down. And I'm getting the impression that whoever set that up hit play.
Yeah.
And
just walked
and
away.
was like, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh no.
They were literally doing the same moves for 4 minutes.
Oh no.
And I was like,
oh my god.
I was like, this is hilarious. Judy's up there
Brilliant.
But in all the wrong ways.
now what? Now what? So, yeah, that was amusing. But it is cool, Laura. If you ever do get the opportunity, it's definitely worth doing it once. And it's right next to Ghirardelli's, so then you get a whole bunch of other stuff.
It was Lola the sloth.
Lola the sloth. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That should be easy because Lola Bunny.
Yeah, Jack's Blade.
Yes, because when I think sloth, I think bunny.
Yes.
Well, Zootopia prominent character is the other hot bunny. So.
See?
Speaking
my language here. Let's see here. Looking at questions that have been submitted. Oh, okay. Here we go. Nathaniel is asking, what is a food you guys hate with a passion? For me, that's pickles, says Nathaniel.
Oh.
Nathaniel, there's something wrong with you.
I love pickles.
Oh, that was the whole question? Just
the pickles are objectively delicious.
What is a food you hate with a passion?
Well, it's cheese. I mean,
cream cheese. Gross.
Cream cheese is so nasty.
Thank you. Yes, it is.
Oh my god, cream cheese icing makes me want to die because I'm like, oh yeah, cupcake. Give me that cupcake, and then I take a bite of it, and I'm like, oh, this is death.
It's like who's sabotaging this freaking booby.
Well, first of all, you don't put cream cheese on a cupcake. You put it on a bagel.
Right?
Don't put it on anything.
Yeah, I don't put it on anything, but
what do you?
I don't understand why there's cream cheese based icing.
Well, I know. So I know that
cheese.
Laura doesn't like cheese, but Gabe,
I do not.
what do you put on a bagel?
Cheese.
Butter, dude.
Butter.
Butter on a bagel is quite tasty, though, for real.
Sometimes
salmon.
peanut butter. It depends on the bagel, but yeah. Another thing
On
I
the
hate
bagel?
with passion. I'm not picky, but I don't like bell peppers. Though I do like Philly cheesesteak, and there's bell peppers in that, so I don't hate them on everything. And I really don't like cream cheese really on any.
I don't like tomatoes. Tomatoes,
is
fuck,
gross.
Bob.
Tomatoes.
Mayonnaise is nasty.
Yep.
Did you?
I
say
like tomatoes. They're related to the nightshade. Did you know they're a member of the nightshade family?
Yes.
Tomatoes. They should be poisonous, but they're
I
not.
did not know that.
I know Sarah's answer.
I guess
because-
between Bob and Larry and Junior, the three we have on screen in our chat right here, I wouldn't eat Bob, but I'd eat Junior and Larry because those are vegetables I'll actually eat. But I'm not gonna eat Bob.
I
Sarah.
wouldn't eat any of those because they have ghosts inside of them, and I'm not about that.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Aren't like potatoes and eggplants also part of the nightshade family?
Yes.
What? They're the same family?
I know the potatoes are actually. I'm not sure about eggplants, but are we? Yeah, just follow the truck. Hopefully they won't murder us.
Sarah,
or have
for you,
eggplant.
is it peanut spread?
Yeah. Whatever specific peanut spread that your dad bought me that one time, it told me it was my favorite.
He's like, she's gonna love this.
It
She loves this.
It literally just tasted like boogers. Like consistency and taste
Ew.
of boogers.
Dude, it was terrible.
What's so bad about that?
God, I'm really feeling like saying pickles here. Like,
Yeah.
I
there's
don't like pickles either.
like there are
Pickles be nasty.
the only small exception that I give is if it's like the smallest bit of pickle being used in like
Tuna salad.
something. No, not even a salad. Just I mean like
In-N-Out burger relic.
yeah. Thank you. That's essentially
go.
what I meant. Was that?
Well, folks who don't like pickles, I know, Race, you were saying, and Hero, you were saying you don't like them either. Do you have like an aversion to vinegar?
Nah, vinegar is fine.
Okay, 'cause I think that's where it is for me. Is like because it's it's just cucumber and vinegar, and I'm just like, nah, I can't. As soon as
Pickles?
it soaks in vinegar for a long time, I'm like, no.
Pickles is the furthest thing that would be my answer, considering yesterday I literally had a whole cup of pickled juice that I just
She drank it. Santa finished the pickles
Damn,
and she drank the
dude.
juice, and I was like, "What?"
I love it.
really good. I love pickles.
Yeah.
I love pickles too, but I don't like cucumbers as much. So
See, I love cucumbers, but I hate pickles.
No, that's
Same.
what's funny is I can do cucumbers. I to answer like Laura's vinegar question, like I'll
Yes.
have vinegar. Wait, what's this stuff?
Like the oil and vinegar for you dip
bread.
your bread in.
Yeah, so I eat that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I guess that's not the case. By the way, Nora sent a super chat saying you missed my super chat. Sorry about that, Nora. Nora did send us a super chat, like we said. If anyone likes to submit them that way, gets priority. So I apologize that we missed that. Nora is asking, I wonder who this is for. My question is for the Gabe man. The Gabe.
weird.
Gabe man. Okay. Hi, Gabe. Miss you lots. Question. What is the best thing you can cook/bake? Love you, sending hugs and kisses.
Wow.
I have the answer.
Claire says she has the answer.
It's ramen. Homemade ramen, not like a packet ramen.
No, yeah, good ramen is really good.
Oh my, yes.
He's a master at making ramen. I don't know about any baked goods. I would say probably a Pop-Tart for that one.
I'm very good at Pop-Tarts too.
Whoa, from scratch?
I would. Thank you. When I lived in Japan, I became obsessed with ramen, and I wanted to learn how to make it. Because I would go to a different ramen shop weekly, and every shop makes it slightly different because they're recipes passed down through generations, and so I kind of came up with my own recipe that is my favorite, and I'm glad you like it, Claire.
Really good.
Well, next time you're out here, you're cooking dinner.
Yeah.
Mozzarella stick.
All right, man. Sounds like a plan.
I didn't know that you made any food, Gabe. I mean that lovingly, but I didn't know that you made any food.
You underestimate my powers.
I mean, at some point, anyone would. At some point, your talent stack can only get so large.
Well,
You would think.
well,
I just don't talk about the things that I'm bad at. There's plenty of them.
since I missed this question, I'm gonna give it some more life and just extend the question to everybody. Is there anything that you're proud of what you can cook/bake?
Yeah.
What is it?
Matt makes a really good pasta,
Hero.
homemade pasta, like a mouse.
Yes, he does. Claire and I can both vouch for Matt's pasta. It's incredible.
I just enjoy cooking.
You're very good at it. Your salad was good too. Holy crap.
Thank you.
Did the egg and everything.
Cheese thing. Remember? Ooh.
I made a Caesar from scratch.
I'm trying to
Honestly,
remember
that
what I
would probably
did
be
for
the
that
thing I most enjoy making. Mainly because these days when you make a Caesar from scratch and you crack an egg into the bowl and start mixing it in, people like cock their head to the side wondering what the hell you're doing.
Dude, it's great though. That is how it's done. That is how it's
Mm-hmm.
freaking done. Heck yeah.
Sarah, do you have anything you're proud of? Your garlic butter steak?
No. I'd probably say my spaghetti. My spaghetti sauce.
It's good spaghetti.
Yeah.
She has a good spaghetti sauce. It's
Like-
very.
I gotta cook my mom and
Jeff?
dad's like full recipe at some point first.
Did you ever touch a her spaghetti?
All the time. I think the most like one of my best dishes that I make is actually it's a mac and cheese. I make most of it from scratch actually. Like I take butter and put it in, and then I open up the box and put all the rest of the stuff in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of
Wow.
scratch. You know, yeah.
Dude, you have to make that for me.
It's someday game. It takes a while. It's at least like a 10-minute process. So.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, maybe when as we get to know each other better,
putting in the time.
Yeah, you can make it for me.
So we got some more super chats. Jaxblade says, "What's the recipe,
Hirosashii
Gabe?"
Say creme brulee, and I kind of want to hear about that a little bit.
What?
Oh, yeah. Creme brulee is my favorite dessert. It used to be cheesecake, and then I went to an Italian restaurant, and I had creme brulee. I was like, yo, cheesecake, step aside a little bit. Like, oh my god.
Do you make your own?
Queen. Yeah, I make my own now because it's hard to find creme brulee unless you go to like an expensive restaurant. And I was like, but I like it. So
How
I
do you,
just
how do you choose to torch the sugar?
I mean, like I sprinkle turbinado sugar on top of the custard.
Oh.
And then,
do you
and
like
then
broil it, or do you have a torch, or?
No, I bought myself a torch. And
Oh,
I
hell
toasted
yeah.
Just a little bit, and it's oh my god, it's so good, it's so good.
I'm going to Heroes
If you
tonight
have
for
a
dinner.
torch, you have to try cooking a hot dog with that torch. First of all, it looks like it's re-entering the atmosphere, which is rad. And secondly, it's good.
Huh. A good
Torching a hot dog?
Yeah,
See,
dude.
the thing that's weird about creme brulee, at least this is the way I like my creme brulee, because I've had a few at this point, and I decided I like this way better. But like, if you get a ramekin, like usual ramekins are like fairly deep, but like small, like circumference wise. And if you have creme brulee in that, then you have like a little bit of like crust, but mostly custard, and I don't like that ratio. There's like wide but like shallow ramekins that I like the ratio a lot better when you crack into it. You get like 1/3 crust and 2/3 custard, and that's
with you on that.
a really nice ratio.
Love it.
Those ramekins are harder to find though. I was like, why are they so hard to find?
'Cause everyone's buying them.
Yeah.
No,
Or that just people are ignorant.
So both Jaxblade and Nora sent super chats that were related. Jaxblade saying, "What's the recipe, Gabe? Databayo.
Yeah, say it that way.
Databayo.
Databayo. Yes, thank you.
Heroes, give it to us.
And then Nora says,
that's perfect.
Nora says, "I'm seconding with Jax. Give me that recipe, Gaby baby."
Some things are proprietary. Don't kill that turtle. Oh, wait, what is that? Okay, never mind. I don't know.
That's the recipe.
I'll give you some little. I'll give you some hints. For one, cream and butter in the broth makes a huge difference.
What kind of cream?
What kind of cream?
Heavy whipping cream.
Heavy whipping?
Heavy whipping cream. Not very much.
Doesn't that hurt?
A tiny bit.
Do you use a vegetable broth or like a more pork-based?
Pork-based broth. Tonkatsu is my
Tonkatsu,
favorite.
yeah.
And then you can literally use the rice noodles from instant ramen packs, which I usually do, because they eat those in Japan constantly, and they're the right consistency and they're the right thickness and right. Right.
They actually got a dried noodle that approximates the real thing, huh?
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. I think it's Mao Chan is the company that makes the best like dried noodles.
Dude, do you remember? Did anyone remember Monster Noodles? I used to have that as a snack, like
Monster
chicken
noodles?
flavored Monster Noodles.
No.
Is that just me?
Canadian.
I also put corn in it. I put rosemary in it. I put pork slices. A soft-boiled egg is a good idea, but I sometimes don't have time for that because I'm hungry. I also sometimes put in a little bit of either ricotta or mozzarella cheese.
Mozzarella
It's
cheese.
it's certainly not traditional,
No, but I like what I'm hearing.
but it's really
Yeah.
So you no
good.
longer
And
can hear
nori,
it.
of course. Gotta put some seaweed in. And then a tiny bit of sriracha sometimes can give it a kick. But yeah, that's whoa. Oh, sometimes bean sprouts are good too. And if you can get kelp, get it. No, nori is seaweed. Kelp is different. It's a little toothier. Okay, that's
You
amazing.
are such a nerd.
Thank you.
So-
I try.
We'll finish things up with this question. Saber, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool. This question was directed at you from Jermaine Universe, asking for Saber. Are you excited about Phineas and Ferb the movie, Candace Against the Universe?
I'll be real with you. I've never really watched much of Phineas and Ferb, so I'm not really excited because I don't really watch the show.
Uh-huh. All right.
At the end.
All right. Ending on a high note.
Hell yeah. Well, what? Oh yeah. Why not? Why not? Let's see. I'm scrolling through. Boom. Okay. How about another one? Mildly controversial. I'll just read it off because why the hell not? Waddle's asking thoughts on Viacom CBS making a reboot based on Ren and Stimpy.
I don't know that you
No.
can capture that lightning in a bottle again, but I'd like to see him try. They did fine with Invader Zim had a good reboot.
Yeah.
Build a Tesla coil.
Well, Invader Zim didn't have a pedophile for a creator, so.
Yeah, and also they've already rebooted Ren and Stimpy once, and
Yeah,
it was terrible.
It was horrible. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know they tried it the first time.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine.
I do. I shouldn't make this up right when we're ending. Sorry, never mind.
Well, I'm the one who put out the question, didn't I? So.
I'm just genuine. I don't have a side yet. I'm just curious, like, what people are thinking. Because the guy who's a pedophile is not working on the show anymore, right? So
Right.
what
But
is the
but
problem
it's
that
also
people have? I guess.
Comedy Central, so it's not going to be for that audience. So yeah.
Sure. But people are harping on the fact that it was made by a pedophile, and I understand, but like, I guess why is that a problem? Like, help me out here.
Since
Because
since
by
he's
him
not
people,
working on
right?
this one, is
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to answer?
I don't know.
I'm
I
just
think
not
it's just a
right
culmination of things, like including like it did poorly when they tried bringing it back last time, and I
Mhm.
think a lot of people are just like, of all the things that like you could be like putting out there, you're just gonna reboot this one that has this kind of like weird history.
I did see one person say something.
Yeah.
And I felt bad for thinking this. But like I saw somebody who was like, "Wow, I've pitched like hundreds of shows, and here they are rebooting something," and I'm like, "That's not something I'd admit." Like, I've pitched a bunch of stuff that never got picked up.
Hollywood has a very "if it ain't broke, don't fix it" business model. I mean,
Right.
But
that's
that's broken. It's broken though, because he was a pedophile, right? Like I get that, but
But also, what if the 100 things that you pitched were trash? I don't know what it is, but like,
Yeah.
Well, that was
Also-
my thing. I'm like, I don't know if I'd use that as a Hollywood sucks because this, and it's
because
like,
they didn't accept my amateur work. Sorry.
um,
Something. But
yeah. So, yeah, I mean, as far as I go, like, my thing with Ren and Stimpy was like, I had this weird I don't even. I would call it enjoy-hate relationship with it. Like I didn't love it,
No.
but I watched it. But I remembered hating it as a kid because I always
Enjoy hate, tolerate hate, dislike hate.
Well, I always knew going into it that something bad was gonna happen, and I'm like, can't they just have a day?
Something bad is gonna happen.
Yeah, just a day.
To be honest, I feel like Ren and Stimpy is almost the equivalent to like, I don't know, like I feel like with how outrageous it is and how gross it gets, like I feel like it's kind of like before the weird children's YouTube video sort of thing, like where like kids are just watching these weird ass things because they're just curious or whatever. And I feel like Ren and Stimpy was just like, let's just weird these kids out, so they just keep watching our cartoon.
Oh God.
I
No, it got straight up disturbing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
wasn't allowed to watch it. And good on my parents. Honestly, that show is really weird.
Yeah.
It is not I who is crazy. It is I who is mad.
I'll show you some scenes from it. Claire hasn't seen it. Now I get to traumatize her too.
Oh, enjoy the ride.
Well, I think with that, we're going to call it a show here. Semi-Perfect Podcast. Thanks to all the podcasters for coming out. Our next show will be in 2 weeks. That's August 26th. It'll be a Wednesday. And a big thank you to our super chatters.
Missy, Nora Mermaid, Jax Blade, Zark7, and that's it.
I didn't notice earlier that Missy actually came back with
another $1.99.
Even it out. But yeah, a big thank you to all of our super chatters as always. Thank you for your generosity. And like I said, thank you to the podcasters and of course our live audience and those listening on delay. As mentioned, we'll be back in 2 weeks, August 26th. And with that, we'll see you next time. Good night.
Damn pony.
Good night, everybody.